Testing. Welcome to today's stream of the Paideia Pythons versus Whitewater High School Inklings. Our stream will begin shortly. All right, everyone, let's get this party started. Today's match is the Paideia Pythons versus the Whitewater Inklings in the final match of our regular season. The Pythons have a bye week next week, so today is for the marbles. I'm here with my co-commentator and splat athlete extraordinaire, Fisha Isha.
Hello, this is Fisha Isha, currently benched from the team, so I am commentating.
You're on for tower control, okay?
Well, you're on for tower control, right?
Yeah, I'm on for tower control.
Good times. All right, y'all. The way this is going to work is that 2 teams of 4 players will face off in a series of different Splatoon events. The first one, turf control, you spray as much paint on the other team's territory as possible. The second one, gosh, I never remember the order. What comes next?
The second one is Rainmaker, where you carry out a little explosive gun. Oh, it's a pretty big explosive gun, actually, and then you shoot the gun places and try and take it to checkpoints.
All right. And then the third one is Splat Zones, which is like a mini version of Turf War that encourages more action. Let's take a look at the Paideia team for today.
My pronouns are she, her.
We have our co-captains Seabass and Sashimi, Klaus and Sasha. Fisha and Blueberry are going to sub out at some point. Fisha will be doing the co-commentating until then, and Blueberry Millie will be in for the first 2 or 3 games possibly. And our 4th player on the lineup is Kiwi Finn. He's over there rocking the ZF Splat Charger or the Splatana Stamper. Splatana? Splatana. Doesn't roll off the tongue. Oh yeah, but katana sounds good. Splatana, like going from the L to that is All right, we are waiting to get the game going. We've contacted the other teams. Special thanks to Coach Angel Ligon for allowing us to stream today. And if you're tuning in for the Whitewater, we appreciate having you aboard. Smash that like button and hit subscribe. It'll really help the channel.
All right.
That's like my favorite thing to say.
Yeah, and apparently our audio is clear and our art is banging.
Oh, nice. Our audio is clear and our art
Is banging.
well received.
All right, that's not a...
Well, you never know. All right, let's go back to the fancy scoreboard. There it is. Let's take a look at the game stuff.
There it is.
So we're waiting to set up the lobby. The 4 Paideia players are in there now.
While we're waiting, Sasha's setting up some music. Unfortunately, there's no way to really spectate everyone, so all our gameplay is from the point of view of Sasha.
That's true. You'll be following our co-captain Sashimi as they... What like area are you playing today, Sasha?
Rear, always rear.
Well, rear in theory.
Okay.
Rear in theory.
So rear
up
in
front
theory.
practice.
Speaking of music, hopefully you enjoyed that that brand new awesome metal track during our intro. That is actually the Paideia fight song put through an inky filter.
I had to manually make that instrumental, thank you very much.
That is
Yeah.
incredible. And it was made by our co-captain Klaus, who had to manually make that instrumental. I don't know about you, but I think they crushed it. I'm looking to roll down the windows on the way home and blast that at 11.
Yeah. I have nothing to say. I haven't really heard. I've only heard what I can hear from the laptop, so I don't know what it sounds like.
A lot of horns and a lot of metal.
That sounds great. Sounds like Splatoon. Not really.
Oh, I don't even have the Switch audio on, so they can't hear Sasha's awesome music choices. There we go.
There you go.
Let's check the volume on that. It's a little low. Oh, well, now it feels like super loud with all the shooting. I'll drop it right there for you.
Live reviews say that our fight song is well received.
Also well received. Klaus, that fight song is well received. If you like the fight song, smash that like button.
The mic isn't getting any of that, is it? Like, your laptop watching it, is it picking up like a feedback loop from you watching the stream or no? Like, what I'm asking is, can that hear that?
I don't think so. And the
Okay.
cool thing is there's some lag between our live commentary and when it pops up on the feed, so it should theoretically never create feedback.
Yeah. Alright.
It'll just sound like we're watching another game in the background.
Yeah. DJ Hershey, my #1 fan in the chat right now. I'm not playing the game, but nice to know that I'm always #1 in someone's heart.
Thanks, DJ Hershey, for popping in. And thank you, S. Lucarios, probably our #1 commenter.
Yeah.
Across battles.
For sure.
We have another version of the fight song that has even inkier lyrics. I'm gonna try to upload that over the scoreboard and then save it for the outro today.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, looks like we got some of the players from Whitewater logging on. We got Vix, Matthew, and Calpin.
I do hope that things are timely, because I gotta be out of here by 4:30. So.
We forget sometimes that these are scholar athletes that have other, even more meaningful obligations. Yeah, I was just being sarcastic. There's nothing more important than Splat right now. This is for all the marbles. Both Paideia and Whitewater hot in the battle for the playoffs.
And for our people at home, the reason why this is for all the marbles is because if we win this, we are guaranteed a spot in the playoffs.
If we lose, we might also still get it.
Yeah.
It's better to.
If we lose, we might, but it's like RNG, so
It stays in the hands of the algorithm.
And I don't trust the play versus algorithm. Not with my soul, not with my heart.
Go there. I have to go here. I have to look for the O map at. Which one did it go? It's this one, right? Yeah, this one.
Yeah? Okay.
And then we will put that on loop. And go to OK. And now if I look at the scoreboard, it should theoretically be on here when I switch over. Let's see if it works. Oh, yeah, there we go. So inky the lyric. So inky. Wow, that's awesome. Very cool. We'll switch back to gameplay now. And we'll make sure to shut off that little gem and save it for the end. Oh, okay,
We have
so-
another chatter.
Hey,
Comet Flamer. Alright, Seabass Sweep.
All right. Well, it looks like all 4 competitors from Whitewater are in there. So let's get to the gameplay.
Alright, so y'all know the drill. We gotta make sure we play mid with our lives. Unless they're in danger, don't focus too heavily on using their stuff and let them stay. So please God, we need to hold mid. Yeah, no, we got this.
Uh-oh.
But we're all right now. We don't have to fight back. Holy moly.
Did you see that?
Do we have a logo?
We do. It'll come up. All right, so here we go with some turf war action.
Right now we're just seeing people go to mid, where, usually the main fighting point. The enemy usually has, not usually, the enemy has a bit of a higher ground right now, although there are people pushing the sides of mid. Which is a fancy way of saying people are fighting. You see Sasha with a roller pushing up mid near their spawn. Okay, so much weird play over here. Sasha contesting for high ground right now, gets Nugget. What a name. Try push right now. While Sasha contests their spawn, making sure they cannot push mid, and gets another push on Vic. Oh, and gets shut down by the Flimsa roller. Alright. Base desperately needs to get inked, which Sasha is taking care of. What a good rear player. Lou, you got any thoughts on this?
I am as ignorant can be when it comes to the actual gameplay. Lots of colors, lots of paint.
And Sasha's pushing up the side of mid again against that Flingza roller. Trying to poke in, trying to prod. Oh, and Kraken pushing mid. For anyone who's new here, Krakens are nuisances, annoying, and broken. That's the general consensus. We really need to get one on the team. They're like really broken and meta, and we just kind of like avoided that.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to adapt the gameplay to mid-season updates, but it does certainly seem like the meta has shifted.
Yeah, for sure. Basically, like, I used to be on Splatoon because I never played this game, and they're like, Crab Tank is good. But Crab Tank is no longer good, because the better, newer, faster Crab Tank is the Kraken.
I was Paideia years old when I learned that Crab Tank is no longer good, and that probably explains why I rarely ever win.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's just like everything else got stronger around it. And that is an enemy wipeout as they push towards our spawn in Turf War. Our co-captains regularly say that Turf War is our weakest game mode. I wonder if this...
You don't need to tell them too much.
It's okay, because Sasha gets a splash on Matthew, or Kakimi, my bad. And Kakimi goes for a dodge and a weave, and I'm all straight into the, like...
It looks like Paideia is losing control of the middle there.
Maybe, perhaps.
They have enough time, 14 seconds left, to make a final charge and try to ink some of that contested territory.
Oh, and Sasha gets another pick on Nugget. Really holding in that left side of mid right now, and they got special. Oh, nice. An ally wipeout right as the game ends. Really solidifying our close game.
This is going to be a nail biter.
Oh,
by 2.1%. Whitewater takes the first game.
Ah, unfortunate.
Alright, Rainmaker.
However, the closeness of that round signifies that if that's our weakest game, then we've got hope.
Flanking Finn and Sasha, I want you on shield getting, and I will be countering any flankers that come our way. Sound good?
And our team considers strategy.
All right. Hopefully they're not picking any of that up on the audio. I'll save this song for the outro. All right, so Whitewater takes the first game in this best of 5 series. First team to 3 takes the win. Next up will be Rainmaker.
Rainmaker is like as if you had a gun that was a fish that was really big and threw explosions, and you're just trying to get that to checkpoint, and that's how you win the game.
So it's like capture the flag with a fish gun.
Capture the flag with a fish gun, and you'll see like it's less perfect overall areas as if just like defining a clear path to mid and each checkpoint and keeping that there. That's what I've learned. I know nothing about this game.
I mean, I wouldn't tell yourself short. This is pretty top-level commentary there.
I mean, yeah, I just applying that is a lot different.
I just talk about colors and paint the whole time.
I mean, that is what most of this game is.
All right, Rainmaker, let's do this.
Alright, thank you.
All right, so in this one, you're not really interested in inking your own territory or really inking any territory at all. You just want to charge the Rainmaker
Yeah, see that clearly defined path that they're making? They're rushing mid. And Sasha, you know, pretty usually pushes left side of mid as they are right now. Oh, and they get targeted by 2, but you know, it seems to be a trade. And an ally wipeout. Alright, so the 1 for 4 is definitely worth.
Alright, the Paideia Pythons get control of the Rainmaker and have taken the lead.
And they're pushing mid. Who's on? I think that's Floss on Rainmaker. Alright, and now you gotta shoot the Rainmaker on the thing to make it explode.
On the thing, is that a technical term?
No. That's just how I think about it. I also think it's interesting that this game has like guns and bombs, but it's still considered child friendly because there's no like blood or death.
Well, it's just paint.
It's insane for sure.
It's a little paint fight
A
among
little pain that like you collapse in after a while.
among humanoid squids that just get a little tired of being covered in paint.
There's like lead in the paint, so like they get really tired.
That just took a really scary turn.
Okay, and Sasha gets a double with 1 hit, a triple. Okay, do they get all 4? Did they get all 4? Alright, you see them pushing up mid into their spawn, greedy for the 4th.
I really want to make a sashimi and slicing through the defense pun, but it's hard because sashimi is what's sliced.
Let's go. And Sashimi got 2 once again for an ally wipeout as we take control of the Rainmaker again towards the next checkpoint. Sasha on the Rainmaker right now, making sure to cover their spawns so that they do not have a clear entryway. That's where Inkling comes in this way. Oh, okay, and we are close.
Alright, Sasha was splatted by the Neo Splash-O-Matic, and the Rainmaker changes hands. You can see a progress bar in the upper part of the screen, along with a number that indicates how far the teams have pushed. You want the lower number because that signifies you win. And if you can't figure out any of that, look for where the blinking lead thing is. And right now it's on Paideia's side.
Sasha's really taking advantage of the fact that they like to group up together. They got killed by that earlier with a 2v1, but now they've been just using that to their advantage to get double kills on the block.
Yeah, Sashimi? I don't know much about this game, but Sashimi has like the dopest weapon because it just does a little of everything.
Oh?
Why is that thing so good?
I think it's just Sashimi that's good.
That's true. They are definitely trusting it right now.
Oh!
And Paideia gets the win in round number 2. Alright.
And Sashimi with the overall splatter and the popular target. Really doing a bit of both right there.
Taking hits and dishing back everything they receive. I'm rubber, you're glue.
They're grass and they're gonna mow it.
Okay. Far more intimidating. All right, so we're evened up again. This is a best of 5, so this will go to 4 games at least. The 4th game is tower control, and we'll see Isha popping in. Fisha?
Listen,
Or
maybe
just one?
if we crush this one, I'll have to play it. But if not, you know, we'll go to the 5th round. That's how this works.
Pretty cool. All right, looks like I don't know. I can't see who's in. Yeah, looks like everybody's in the lobby again, and we're just waiting for folks to get settled.
Map choice right
Good
now.
call. Map choice. So our co-captain is communicating with the other team, figuring out what map they're going to play on. I don't see anything about map in the chat. Looks like we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, and we're waiting for a player to get back online.
No worries, because they still have not declared their map choice. There's really nothing to say. This is an active.
Yeah. Let's go take a look at the lobby.
Okay, I have a little bit of a tangent. I've never used a controller before. Like, you know, my Splatoon is really my first time playing on a controller, especially playing in shooter game on a controller. And I think that it's really interesting to me that the headshot's not a crit shot in this game. Doing damage to a body is just as much as doing to a head. And that's something that I have to get used to, because when you're aiming for the head, there's a lot more room to miss than when you're aiming for the body. And I'm just used to aiming for the head, so I do that, and I miss a lot more.
I think that sort of combines with the fact that there doesn't ever take many hits to knock somebody out in this game.
Plus, the fall off on ammo is something that I'm not used to.
Yeah, that's a little...
There's a lot of weird little things in this game that set it apart from other FPS. Alright, we are in Splat Zones.
So again, Splat Zones, think of Turf 4, but in a much smaller turf, so that the teams are forced to engage most of the time.
And once again, similar to Rainmaker, setting a clear path to mid on Waffle World, I believe is the map. Is it Waffle World?
So you can see Paideia take an early lead by gaining control, and they get a team wipeout.
Alright, nice, really great. Really strong push from the beginning here. You can see Sasha just trying to secure the perimeter to make sure that they don't have really easy actors back on. And they get another pick on Nugget. Nugget really carrying Sasha's wrath right now, dude. Of course, Nugget. And Matthew. Okay, Matthew picked again. Sasha really establishing that full control over the zone, not letting them get a single pixel.
In the top center of the screen, you can see two numbers counting down. That is length of time a team has held control of the Splat Zone. And when that timer hits 0, that team wins. Right now, Paideia in the lead, 19 counting down to 100.
And now you can see, alright, Sasha gets another pick on Nugget, really holding down that lead. Oh, and they get shut down by...
Alright, and Paideia takes that one.
Alright. I'm out of here. It's 2 to win, and I'm 7 to win.
All right, we are losing our co-commentator, Fisha Isha, as she steps up to the plate to participate in tower control. Blueberry, you want to hop on? No. Okay. Blueberry has respectfully declined participation in this farce of a stream. Can't say I blame her one bit, although I'll take it a little personally. Lonely, I'm Mr. Lonely. I have nobody to call this game. All right, so once again, this is a best of 5. Paideia needs to secure 1 win in either tower control or clam bash. I'll explain clam bash if and when we get to it. Clam blitz, I'm sorry. Why isn't it clam bash? That sounds so much better. You get the assonance of the A's. I'm going to call it clam bash. I don't care. Radically free. Yeah, I'll explain that when we get to it, if we get to it, because it is ridiculous. All right, the lobby's looking full. Just waiting for the players to get ready. Paideia's checked in, and here comes the squad from Whitewater. Looks like we'll be playing on Hammerhead Ridge. Anybody have a nice little tidbit about that one?
Oh, fun fact, it was in Splatoon 1 when it was first constructed.
Okay.
But now that it's finished, so.
Although I would say that the incomplete thing was a lot more fun than the complete version.
Yeah, now it's kind of just
Okay.
a long line of the map.
Really got to work on getting player audio here, because Sasha just gave a description of this course that is way cooler than what I'm about to repeat. Apparently this bridge was begun in Splatoon 1, but it was unfinished, and it made for a really cool level. And now you see the finished product, adding, I guess, credibility to the idea that with a little bit of suspension of disbelief, this world actually exists, and they build bridges. Man, I wish you heard that suspension of disbelief / suspension bridge pun. That's pretty good. Alright, so for this one, also like Capture the Flag, except this time you sort of have to ride the flag. You can move the tower by getting your team members on it, and the more team members that are on it, the faster it moves. You can see in the progress bar in the upper part of the screen that Whitewater has advanced the tower about halfway into Paideia territory. Skirmishing for control of the tower, seeing if they can get back on it and send it right back to Whitewater. Alright, Whitewater regains control of the tower. And control changing hands very quickly as Sasha works desperately to provide support for that tower takeover. Sasha is splatted. They are waiting to respawn. Ooh. Someone from Whitewater was just waiting there. Alright, looks like the tower is crawling steadily towards Paideia territory again. Not yet. Paideia takes control and it is advancing quickly back towards their furthest point in Whitewater territory. Paideia now advancing their best position. You see that countdown. They've reached the checkpoint, and Whitewater quickly defends and takes control back. Alright. Jumps there, right back into the action. Sasha trying to pressure the Whitewater players while they take control of the tower. Alright, looks like Paideia advances the tower to another checkpoint. You see the countdown happening. Sasha is splatted again, but the tower is rolling. Alright, Whitewater regains control of the tower. You can see it careening back towards Paideia territory. We got 2 minutes left. Whitewater holding on to a narrow lead. This tower is precariously close to Whitewater's best spot. They're at checkpoint number 2, and Paideia takes control of the tower again to minimize the impact of that push. Sasha doubles down, taking out 2 of Whitewater's players, then gets splatted. Paideia took the tower, trying to rally everybody onto there to increase its velocity towards Whitewater territory. Sasha dismounts in order to splat a Whitewater player against Calfin. Sasha charging the high ground, and nope, doesn't get a trade there. Gets splatted. Paideia takes the lead. Oh man, I wish I could really switch POVs. You see the tower pushing deep into Whitewater territory, 32, 31, 29. Matthew gets splatted. Paideia reaches checkpoint 3, 17, 16, 15, 14. It's going in fast. Sasha gets splatted. 1 minute left. Paideia up by, I don't know, I guess by 45. I don't even really know what that translates into. Paideia rallying their defensives, trying to take a more defensive posture, allowing Whitewater to advance a bit, banking on the fact that they can keep them from breaking through to keep that lead of 10 to 55. Alright, Paideia retakes control of the tower. Not so much about advancing it right now, mostly about protecting it. I don't know if you can hear the yells over here, but this is a frantic moment. The tower continues to advance into Whitewater territory. There are 8 seconds left in this game. Paideia looking to hold on to take the win and ensure a playoff berth.
That was so close to a KO. But we won.
And Paideia takes it! Paideia makes the playoffs! We think and we hope! I wish we had a crowd cam in here because it's really exciting. Yeah. GG's to everybody out there on Whitewater High School. The Inklings played super hard and really gave us a run for our money today. Special thanks to Coach Leon for letting us stream, and we hope you enjoyed this ridiculously intense battle. We don't have an outro screen yet, but we do have a custom-made Paideia fight song outro song. Rock out, everybody. Signing off. Thanks for joining. Make sure you smash that like button and hit subscribe. Wait, no, I didn't mean to transition.
Shout out to DJ Hershey, my #1 fan.
Shout out to everybody who joined us today for the stream and in the chat. We love you. And here we go, rocking out. Pretty rad, right? The song is great. Oh, she's absolutely crushed it.